Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. We are here in Brockenborings. We are sitting here. When we left off, we were talking to our old friend Halros, defender of the Shire, in among his goblin jerky collection here, and we were talking to him about leaving the Shire, staying, or what his duty was, and we have told him to stay in the Shire. So he is going to stay at the Shire here, help defend the Shire against the brigands coming from the south and the goblins coming from the north. And he thinks the Lord Aragorn will understand why he did it, that he's not breaking his oath, he's fulfilling his oath. So, as I said before, we have also done this quest on our dwarf, and in it, we told him to go, and he went south with the Grey Company. So that gives us a great opportunity here that eventually down the road we will get to see both ends to this story here. But in the meantime, as you see here, loose ends in the North Downs. We need to go to Estelden to meet Dervun. So that is where we are going to head now. And we are going to ride on over there. Grab us a stable ride or two to get up through the North Downs, get over to Bree, and then up to the North Downs. So we will see you when we arrive at Estelden. Hello everyone, we have arrived here in Estelden. And as you see, we have also been able to turn on our light again. I've been having a problem with that. Don't know how. I think whenever maybe the last time I updated my NVIDIA drivers, game streaming got turned back on. Because, you know, the game streaming, the NVIDIA, the GeForce Experience will do streaming and recording and all. Seems like everything, you know, Windows 10 will do recording now. And I was having a terrible time with that in the secret world yesterday, playing with Mindfiend, because every time I would try to do the, I think he said Shift F9, or Shift F9 or Shift F10, something like that, to do the what server are you on, get the numbers for that, it would try to turn on Windows recording. And it's like, stop it. So I had to go in and turn Windows recording off, and here I had to go into GeForce Experience and turn off the streaming on it. Somehow or other, the streaming and recording options had got turned on, which apparently involved the Alt F10 key, which is what I use to do my which is what I use to do the light here. Good coffee. So we've got that fixed. So finally, we've got our little personal lighting in. So when we get into some of these darker areas, they won't be quite so dark. Because, yep, once again, it seems like night has fallen while I'm writing. I don't know what my abilities to, my secret ability to always log in when night is falling. It's confirmation bias, of course. It just feels that way. You think that it is, and so that's what you always notice. Here we go, loose ends in the North Downs. Let's talk to Dervun.
Halbarad must hear what you have to say.
You bring worrisome tidings, Gnarlo. What danger has Aragorn encountered in the distant south that makes the Dunedain his closest allies? Perhaps I misspeak. Perhaps it is not that the Dunedain are closest, but instead that they be the most true. Halbarad must hear what you have to say, but he left this morning to deal with a serious danger. Word came down to us that a number of foes fleeing from Angmar in the days following the defeat of the false king sought to establish a settlement in a cave in the North Downs. Halbarad traveled to this cave, now called Tham Umdur, to attempt to forestall or defeat these foes before they can use the relics they plundered from Carn Dûm to make the foundations of a new Angmar. Find Halbarad at Tham Umdur in the shadow of Ostkritlank, far to the east of Estelden in the Nan Emlug East, and give him your warning. Help him in their plans before they begin. All right, so we are looking at for Tham Umdur in the shadow of Ostkritlank over in Nam Emlung East. So that is going to be over here. There's Ostkrithlank. So somewhere in this area, we should be able to find a cave. Maybe that's it right there. See that little dark area? That looks like that might be a cave there. And that is far to the east, so let us try that. We will be riding out the back door here of Estelden. Let's go ahead and mount up on our Mickle-delving pony with the lamp so that we can justify having this circle of light around us. And yes, as always, I've got the lamp in here somewhere. I'm sure I'm carrying it. There it is. I'm always carrying my lamp with me, always carrying my lantern, so I can always justify having that little circle of light around me. All right. Hope everyone has been using. Good Lord Almighty, I'm starting to sound like old. Oh Lord, Matthew McConaughey here. All right. So all right, here we go to the east. Hope everyone has been doing the Harvest Festival. Today is November 2nd, so it is the last day of the festival. Apparently you have about 25 hours left. Should be ending at about, for me, 3 o'clock in the morning on the 3rd, I think is when they've officially said that it ends. And it is currently 2 o'clock in the morning on the 2nd. So it is Wednesday morning here at 2 o'clock. So about 25 hours left before all this will come to an end. So if you still got festival stuff, still trying to get the horses or the comparisons or any of the costumes or emotes or anything like that, wanting to get the kites. That's what I'm trying to come up with, the kites. Be sure to get out there and work on grinding those last points that you need. And remember, any extra points that you need, Yule Fest will be coming up in about, a month and a half. I think Yule Fest starts up sometime in early to mid-December, and usually runs on for about 3 to 4 weeks. And thankfully, you've got the festival barterers now. It is so wonderful that you can trade in points and use the ones that are so easy to get, like the Summerfest. Is it the Summerfest? Farmers Fest. Farmers Fest, you just flood yourself with points. And the Yule Fest, I've always just been flooded with points. So it's always nice to be able to take those points and, for a conversion fee, to change them over into festivals that aren't quite as easy to grind points for, or maybe the ones that you don't like grinding the points for. I've mentioned I'm gonna do it when Springfest comes around this year. I will get around to doing the Springfest, but Lord, it's not my favorite festival, and it's something about that hedge maze. I can't tell you what it is. It's a lot like Mind Fiend talking about the haunted burrow. There's just something about the hedge maze that I can't wrap my mind around. All right. Here's Ostkrithlank. It's somewhere, they said, in the shadow of Ostkrithlank. So we are looking for a cave that Halbarad has gone in and has hopefully find him in there. And the evil Earthkin. Let's see if we can find this cave where the people from the north have come down trying to form a new, basically, version of Carndoom or Angmar here in the North Downs. So we are going to keep searching around. But yeah, the Harvest Festival is coming to an end, and the Haunted Burrow, so I'll probably run through it one more time, get one more chance of getting the horse out of the box in the basement. Still haven't managed to do it. and get ready for the long haul in between festivals here, because this always does seem to be a long haul. Never quite understood why they don't move it a little bit further along. Instead of having it dead set in the middle of October, why doesn't this festival happen end of October, first part of November, since it seems to be, the combination of the haunted burrow and the harvest being more of the I wonder if this is it. Can we get back out there in this area? Where are we at here? We are about as far to the east. Whoa, I think we are way too far to the south. Because that is Fashet Luthun. It's probably further up that way to the north. But let's go into this little corner here just to be sure. There's no cave here. Nope, don't see one. Alright, I'm going to turn back around and head back up and more into this area. Alright. But there you go. Yeah. You think they'd kind of have it more into the November area, because it seems to be, but the harvest part of it being for Thanksgiving as well. But, what can you do? It just makes for a long slog through November and most of December before the next festival comes back around. That particular part with Summerfest and Farmers Fest and Harvest Fest and all the fishing and everything, it seems like there's a good deal of festivals all kind of jam-packed in one another there. That could be spread out a little bit more. I think it's probably the fact that if they move the summer, ooh, look there, there's a cave. If they just move the Summerfest further up into, I don't know, let's say the actual summer, rather than having it so late, that may actually help. All right, there's Tham Umdur. Let us go within, see if we can find Halbarad and give him a hand here. There he is. Ooh, look at there. Got actual city buildings? Yes, I do remember this. Okay, I remember this on my dwarf. Remember being the fact that, what is it with all these buildings? Yeah, they have actually come down here, and as you see here with these Karn Doom, these Angmarim type buildings, they have built an actual city inside here, or a little town. All right, let's talk to Halbarad.
We win little if the northern lands are lost to evil.
For years now have the Dunedain wandered in the wilderness, Gnarlo. Your message confirms what I have long suspected. The hour is near at hand when my people must come forth. I will ride to the aid of my friend and chieftain, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and let no man or beast stand in the path of the Grey Company. There is evil still here, Gnarlo, and if we Dunedain leave Eredor to fend for itself, what then? We win little if, when all the deeds of the age are done, the northern lands are lost to evil and their people destroyed. Dervun told you why I have come to this place. Already I have destroyed 3 idols the Angmarim brought out of Karn Doom, but I believe 3 remain. Destroy these statues of their most prized leadership, and the Angmarim here may abandon hope of raising Angmar into prominence again. Return to me when you have done so, and we can speak again. All right, so we are looking for a statue of Amarthiel, a statue of Mordorith, and a statue of the Witch King. Very good. And this seems to be uniquely suited to my particular talents here. As we can wander around, I remember with my dwarf when I was on Glennoran, I was having to actually fight my way through all these different areas looking for the various statues. But this time, we're going to be able to do it burglar style. And I was fighting almost every area. I'm wondering if maybe they have moved, kind of like in... Yeah, see, I wasn't able on my dwarf to squeeze through right here without attracting their attention. So yeah, all these places have choke points, just like this one. Ritual weavers, blood warriors, none of them would be very tough, especially individually. Okay. Let's come on up this ramp here and see what's on up the top. Do like this little place. Well done. Be nice to come back here, hopefully, and I will put it up right here. I'll write it up right here, right now. If in my research I see that maybe this is some sort of public dungeon you can get into, like that last one we did. We're over there in was it in the Troll Shaws, where we had to go in and do some of this. I am imagining that it is. I would certainly imagine that this is probably a public dungeon and not an instanced one by any means. Alright, so we are continuing to go south here. Just checking on the map where we were. Have we gone? Yep, that's as far as we can go down that way. Seems to dead end. This is quite the interesting cave. I mean, I can understand these buildings, but really? They laid out all this particular, oh, there we go. I see a statue down there flashing. Have they really laid out all this particular stonework like that? These people have been busy as bees. Alright, a Tham Umdur artifact master. And there's the statue of a Marthiel. Very cool. Alright, I'm going to take out this blood warrior here. Since he keeps wandering, let's stab him in the butt and take him out so he doesn't wander in when we are fighting that artifact master. Because Lord only knows what the artifact master is going to sit there and summon on us. Let's get on around here behind him. And find his weaknesses. Let's distract him. I can't tell whether that worked. It looked like he might have resisted that. We will go ahead and stab him in the butt. As a light blue, not very much of a foe. Said it's only my fear of what he can do. Like, will he summon in things? Yep, there he goes. That wasn't too hard to guess that would happen. There we go. Can we take on the summon spider? Yep. Not a tough one, but as always, always try and take out the summoner rather than take out the thing. That is a nice statue of a Marthiel there. Let's go ahead and see if we can destroy it. The statue was recovered from the wreck of Angmar. Alright, and we have destroyed the statue of a Marthiel. We're going to go ahead and go into sneak mode. And I will finish reading whatever that was. Whatever it said whenever I particularly get back into the post. There we go. Yep, I'll have to read it in the, do a voiceover in the post production there. Alright, we've done everything off to the bottom right. We can't go any further up the middle there, so let's try over there to the left maybe. Do we need to go up another level to go over to the left? Let's see and find out. It looks like the answer to that is probably yes. We did. As I said, you can see with these guys, yeah, it wasn't a tough time. It wasn't a particularly hard time with my dwarf, but it was a case of, once again, having to fight all these things. Ooh, is that a hole? Yes, that's a hole to jump down to the next level down there. Alright, let's look at it this way this time. Statue of Mordoret. This statue was recovered from the wreck of Angmar following the fall of the False King and brought to Tham Umdur. So, okay, I'm guarantee you that's exactly what the last one said, too. Let us find his weaknesses. Let us distract him. Let us go in and stab him in the butt. Wait for him. What? Wait for. That's not what I wanted to do. Wrong one. Wrong one. Okay. Let's remember we don't have our play possum skill there. Our pretend to be dead skill, which is fine. We've got our hide in plain sight. Boy, someone's bringing in all sorts of stuff, aren't they? Alright, my lady. You are going to incur our attention here in just a moment. I guess you were standing over there in the corner or something, because I didn't see you wandering. A tough little fight. As I've said, you wouldn't want to take on too many of these as a squishy. Definitely wouldn't want to take on too many of them at a time. Especially if they were all light blue. So remember that if you're one of the squishier races. One of the squishier race and class combinations. Try to avoid taking on more than just one or two. That could be a problem. Once again, we do have our unfair advantage being a burglar. And that generally we can kind of avoid all this. Alright, so this one also ends. This one also ended. And that and to the north, I wonder if the other statue is right there. So do we need to keep going on this level and try and see if we can cross across and go up that way? Let's give it a try. I'm willing to believe that that would be the next area we need to go to. Because there's certainly some reason they built all this. What kind of... Are we getting any kind of... No, I was wondering if we were getting any sort of reputation. So it's not a reputation dungeon. It's not like the dungeons you get into, like the that's a ritual weaver. Okay, so we're going past her. It's not like the reputation dungeon over there next to Thorn's Hall, where you go in and kill the dour hands and all the ice beasts and that sort of thing, and get all the rep with Thorns. It's just a dungeon that you can go in and kill a bunch of Angmarim. Alright. I do think that we are probably on the correct road here. Let's see where we are on the map. Coming back up there. Okay, so we're coming back into that first section. So we'll see where we are in it. Oh. Yeah, let's try not to fall off the bridge. So now we are crossing high above where we came in. So let us remember that. That is one path back out of here. And we do have our safe fall, so if we have to get out that way, we can always jump. No problems at all. Okay. And yes, I can remember doing this. I remember being amazed at the thinking about the fact that the Angmarim had been in here obviously for quite a while building this new city of theirs. Oh, there we go. I was wondering if if this was like in the Misty Mountains over there in Goblin Town. Had we found a place where we needed to get down Lester and go through a hole in the wall, open up a secret passage or something. Boy, this thing wanders, doesn't it? Where are we at now? We are down here wandering. Okay, we're down here wandering back across to where we were before. So I think this is, yep, this is definitely the bridge we came across. So the other statue, the statue of Mordor, is right over there. So let us go back. This place, it reminds me an awful lot of the Misty Mountains. It is a regular little warren of holes here. Okay. Guess we come back across and try that way this time. We've got who left? The Witch King. The statue of the Witch King. Interesting to see their actual statues this time, although they are badly damaged. I was wondering if we would have a situation like the idols in Moria. If you remember when we were going around busting idols, and those were those orc idols that they had built to the Sauron, which were all kind of built out of bits and pieces and scavenged junk and that sort of thing. Whether that was the sort of idols we were going to find in here, but nope, these are actual statues, although, as we said, quite damaged. There we go, statue of the Witch King. Let's take out this ritual weaver first, keep her from wandering up on us. We apparently on the second one just didn't notice her wandering up. Okay. Cast that fear on us, that's fine. We not scared of you. There we go, and down you go. Awesome. Alright, let's use our burglar's antidote. Whoop, don't need it. Already been taken off of us. We have one more, the statue of the Witch King. There he is. All its damaged glory. Let's take out the last artifact master here. And take him down. There's your little summoned spider. There he comes. Good. I was wondering if you were going to show up in time to come and play. Sitting here thinking I might could defeat you entirely on critical hits there as they kept chaining. Awesome. Alrighty, the statue of the Witch King. Yep, same thing. And take him down. Boom. Alright, so it is back to talk to Halbarad now. And let us see, so we need to just go out of here. We can probably take our first jump down as soon as we get to one. Here we go. If we can find one. Can we jump off the side of the bridge? Probably. Or we can probably also jump off of right here. Let's come on over to the bridge first. I don't remember if safe fall causes you to break out of... I can't remember if safe fall causes you to break out of stealth or not. Let's go. Let's safe fall. It does. So, glad I waited for him to walk on by, or her to walk on by, or whichever one. There we are, back into stealth. I think we need to come straight up this way, and to the left, and then we will find Halbarad again. So there you go. Fantastic. One mission where being a burglar really, really helped. Nice. I like it when I can get into the whole role-playing and playing properly for my character there.
Return now to Diavoon in Esteldine with my command.
You have completed what I started, Gnarlo, and I'm grateful for that. You have my thanks, too, for bringing me word of Aragorn's need for the Dunedain. We will ride to him with all the haste that can be mustered, through whatever perils await. Return now to Diavoon in Esteldin with this command. He is to select as many of the rangers of that camp as he feels can be spared without jeopardizing the safety of the people of the North Down. We ride to Aragorn, but I will not allow us to dismiss our responsibilities in Eredor. Nice. Okay, so now we need to go back out to Esteldin. We will do that, and we will see y'all when we arrive back up there. So once again, take a look at the map. Right there's the cave that we have to go to for future reference. All the way up there in that corner. So yeah, it's basically about just to the right of where that little cave symbol I thought was. Alright, so we are going back to Esteldin now. And we will see you when we arrive there. back in the Stelden again. Let us ride back up here to Daravoon. Daravoon. Once again, just write down any changes in pronunciation to being a case of dialect. And the way people pronounce things differently in different areas. One of my favorite Eddie Izzard is where he talks about Latin. There's a great, look him up on YouTube if you don't have the actual concert, which I have all of his stand-ups on DVD. But if you don't have it, look it up where he talks about Latin and language, and he sits there and he talks about how we don't know how people actually spoke. We see these movies about ancient Rome, and we see them talking, and they're speaking in Latin in this very, very serious, high-class way. And he says, we have no idea. He says, for all we know, they could have been talking like this all the time. This might have been the way their accent went. So you don't know. It's okay if we call him Daravoon and he called him Daravoon. It's just different accents.
I will do as Halbarad wishes.
It's how we were raised in the Shire. Loose ends in the North Downs. I will do as Halbarad wishes. I, too, do not wish to endanger the people of the North Downs by our absence. I will speak with the rest of my kin here in Estelden. Other lands wait for your message. Oh, look at there. We don't get a map this time. We just choose one of the shoulders. Let's see. We've got light armor, we've got medium armor, and, of course, the heavy armor. Is the medium armor better than our fine Matham hunters? 264 armor, that's good. We got good might on it. The agility is not even close. The vitality is not even close. With his need to travel lightly, Daravoon offered you his spalders for your assistance to Halbarad. His pads, his spalders, and his pauldrons. Let's take a look at this one. See, let's see. Vitality, will, fate. Nope. Nope, the fine Matham Hunter's shoulder pads went out again. So we will get the pauldrons, and we will, once he leaves to go collect the rest of the rangers, we will sneak over there and sell them.
Bring your message next to Kalinglad in Evendim.
Talk to Kalinglad at Tinadir. Chapter 6, Farewell to Evendim. I do not know whether he will wish to join the ranks of the Grey Company on their southward journey, but Kalinglad should be told of the mission all the same. He feels a very strong bond to the lands around Lake Evendim and to the ruins of Anuminas, and may not be able to bring himself to leave. Bring him the message in the event I misjudge his temperament. You will find him at Tinadir, the ranger camp on the shores of Lake Evendim. If he does join the company, he will be a valuable ally on the southern road. So we will accept that. That is what we will be doing in the one we will get up tomorrow. All right, there we go. We are going to smoke a pipe here, as y'all may have noticed. This is episode 400. As I said back during my State of the Channel video, this is the month that I hit. Not only is it my 6th anniversary on YouTube this month of October, which is now gone, but we will still call it October for another day or two. I'm also hitting 400 Lotro videos, and it was my anniversary hitting my 2,000th video as well. Quite a month it was. But 400 here, 400 Lord of the Rings videos. Incredible. The only one that's got more than that is Brocraft. My Minecraft, which were in the 540s, I think, 530s or 540s. And those will be coming back soon today. In fact, as soon as I get this one made and posted, I'm going to start working on a Minecraft video. Ooh. But 400 Lotro videos, this is actually not 400. I think if you add up all the ones in the various playlists, this is actually like 423 or 424. 424 is I think how many there's been in total, but a lot of those is because I've had when things would run long in a mission, I would have, episode 175 part 1, 175 part 2, 175 part 3. So there were a lot of multi-parters in there, and there were some, like whenever I was talking about whenever Steam had the sale on the Rohan expansion, where you could get the Rohan expansion for like one half off. I made a special video for that. And there's been a few Brotro videos as well, where it was just me and Dwindon playing and being in various places. So there's been quite a few, a good 2 dozen there that didn't have numbers on them. But this is the 400th one in the actual storyline, so fantastic. And as part of the celebration of that, I was going to announce now that I am going to start up that Slowtro playthrough that I'm always talking about. I've been talking about for the last year or two, wanting to do where we actually get the Stone of the Tortoise and we go into zones, start as a low-level character and go into zones and actually work through the zone. Not using any sort of the Matham armor, not using any sort of boost or anything. Just go through it using the items that we can either make or the items that items we can make are the items that we receive as a quest rewards, and go through and actually clear out these zones and run through all the quest lines and all that. It's one that I don't think I will ever complete, because look how long it's taken us to get to this point, just running through the epic line for the most part. But it'll be nice to go into some of these zones. And I'll introduce you to my new character here in just a moment. And in the meantime, thank you for watching. And as always, I appreciate your views and your comments and everything else. So stay tuned here in just a moment, and we will meet my newest character. And here we are, everybody. Say hello to Norwene. Norwene, say hello to everyone else. There we go. Good girl. As you see, this is going to be my newest character. Yes, I have been forced to make an elf. She's going to be an elf lore master, and she is going to be our companion going through the Slowtro, going through the path here where I use the Stone of the Turtle to slow down experience grind and move through go through each zone and do as many quests as I can possibly do to cover every little branch of the story and every little thing in the side missions going on and that. So there you go. Welcome to my newest character, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.